Despite modern advances in work-holding technology, many people are still doing repeat batch work using single-piece methods in traditional vices. But how much would they benefit from using a Chick Qwik-LOK with a quick loading faceplate? To find out, we'll need a job, as well as some machining stock, a design for a fixture, a Qwik-LOK, a machinable faceplate, and some machinable uniforce clamps, which were chosen because they make for quick loading fixtures and are easy to use. But before we get started on our fixture, let's get a baseline cycle time using a single piece method. For our baseline, we are using a traditional vise with a set of machine jaws and only machining a single part, and this is our resulting cycle time. Now let's move on to machining our fixture. First, we machine a series of pockets for the clamps. Then we drill and tap the mounting and clamping holes, and with the pre-machining complete, we can now install the clamps themselves, along with the spreader wedges. But before we finish machining this fixture, we need to install the locking plates, which will keep the clamps locked under tension while we mill a recess for each of the workpieces. This is the final stage in the production of this fixture, and with the locking plates installed, the uniforce clamps are very stable and easy to machine, and no additional clearance is required in the pockets, although care must be taken not to over-constrain the components. With the machining complete and the locking plates removed, all that remains is to repeat the entire process and produce a duplicate fixture, which will allow us to load outside of the machining cycle. Now we can load up our parts and get this fixture into the machine for our cycle time comparison. The machining cycle uses the same tools, cutting data, and machining methods, including depths of cuts, as we used for the single piece, but the tool path has been optimized for 8 components to eliminate unnecessary motion wherever possible. And this is the resulting cycle time comparison. The Qwik-LOK cycle time is for 8 pieces, so we need to divide that by 8 to get the cycle time per component, which, as you can see, is significantly lower than the cycle time in the traditional vise. In fact, we saw a total reduction in cycle time of 61% when compared to single-piece workflow, which is an increase in productivity of 180%, which we can mainly attribute to the reduced loading time per component, the fact that we have shared all the tool changes and other non-productive parts of the cycle between multiple components, and the opportunities to optimize the tool path for 8 components, which have all added up to an excellent result.